My first guest became an international superstar from her role on Baywatch, and currently you can see her in the syndicated series VIP. She's also on the cover of the latest Playboy right here. Narrowly beating me out. Please welcome Pamela Anderson. I can do it. The host is supposed to do it. Let's try that again.
I'm sorry, I'm late. I can't believe I almost didn't make the show.
I know, it's such an important show.
It is.
No, thank you very much for coming. What, you just were running a little behind?
This has been a crazy schedule. We've been up since 3:30 this morning, and
right.
I'm totally over myself. I've been talking about myself all day with all these interviews. So
let's talk about
you.
me.
Yeah, let's talk about you.
I'm very beautiful. No, we're just glad you're here.
Oh, we have a driver, Tony.
That's right. Yeah, he's always
Tony,
telling me that he's pitching me to you.
I've been wanting to do your show forever. It just never worked out.
Well,
and plus now you can do my show, so it's a bribery.
Well, let's talk about your show. Can I actually be on your show?
Yes, yeah, you got to be on my show.
I'm not sure if people want to see me on your show.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Beauty shots of me running down the lane.
That's not Baywatch. It's VIP.
I know. I'm talking about VIP.
Yeah, I'll get some slow motion running
there
on
are very
VIP
beautiful women in VIP.
Yes.
This new series, you guys play bodyguards. You're a bodyguard.
Well, I'm not a real bodyguard. They're bodyguards, and I'm the head of the agency. They tell me I'll never leave the office. They just want to use my name because it's a high-profile name.
Right.
And, of course, I'm always in the middle of everything, hanging from helicopters, jumping off of buildings, and with hot pants and high heels. Of course. It's very realistic.
I'm glad they...
Me all the time.
I was going to say, it would be... I didn't think you'd be in a big parka on this show.
No.
But, Pamela Anderson should do a Wild North series.
Yes, exactly.
Well, but you know, it's kind of. I've watched the show, and you actually have some of the people from the show here.
Yeah,
is that right?
they're here. Posse. There they are.
What are some of the other ladies?
Represent.
Oh, hi. I love the idea of beautiful women who are bodyguards. I can just see guys hiring them who don't need a bodyguard.
Exactly,
you know?
That's what happens on the show, too.
Right.
Yeah, they're just trying to get a date.
That's what I would do. I need to be protected from my rabid fans.
Exactly.
You know?
No, they're very lethal. They know what they're doing. They're like explosives experts, and she can speak 7 languages, and, you know, like everyday bodyguards.
Yeah. Those beautiful women who can do it all. What about the, there's a club, I guess, that you guys have on the set. Is that right? You and the other women have formed like a club? Is
the LPC, the Little Players Club. Yep, yeah.
What is that? What is
LPC, Little Players Club? That means we're I don't know. What do you want to say? LPH, Low Pro Hose? I don't know. I'm just kidding.
I'm completely lost, but very happy to be here. Still the same. And what do you guys do? Do you guys hang out together on the set?
We hang out all the time, and we've created our own little language. Everything is like, you know, acronyms. It's kind of silly.
Mm-hmm. Like what kind of stuff do you talk about?
Poop.
Well, I'm happy I explored this area. I'll tell you that much right now.
Natalie's obsessed. She's you know, she's not a very good influence.
Right.
You know, because I'm very wholesome and modest until I met Nat, and now I'm off the hook.
Okay. She's led you down a bad path.
Yeah, she has.
I can help you. Let's talk about your life, because I would think, you know, there are levels of fame, and we have famous people on this show occasionally, and but you're one of those people who anywhere in the world now, you put up your picture, and they don't even have to speak English. They know exactly who you are. How do you just go out and get a pizza? Do you ever go anywhere on your own?
I don't really go anywhere on my own anymore. I mean, I work so much that really I haven't had time to go anywhere anyway.
Right.
But when I'm at home, I'm with my kids, and well, sometimes, like Natalie and I go to the mall sometimes, and we hide out in the lingerie department, kind of put hats on backwards and hide.
Yes, no one will recognize you in the lingerie department. I'm safe now, you know. It's like you can't just put on a hat, you know what I mean? It's just,
No, I've had people come up to me if I have a hat on backwards or just really low-key, and they're like, you can't fool me. Like, they get really mad at me. Like, I'm trying to fool somebody.
You just got to get, like, in a potato sack or something.
Yeah,
That's the only way. Do you,
It's
you know, I wanted to talk about, I mentioned Baywatch at the beginning. I'm fascinated. I read somewhere in an article, you've never watched an episode of Baywatch.
I haven't. Well, when I was on it, I didn't watch it.
Why?
I've seen an episode now. I mean, I just watched one recently.
You never watched any of the episodes?
No, I get too nervous. But you know what? I watch VIP all the time. I mean, I watch the dailies and I go through it. I'm more like involved in that side of it. I mean,
you very cleverly brought it back to VIP.
Yes, exactly. Well, no. I never watched it.
Good.
No, but I do. It's a totally different thing for me.
Why can you watch yourself on the new show, but you couldn't watch yourself on Baywatch?
Well, there's a lot more creative input that I have, and I actually have a lot more influence on that show. And so, I mean, I watch it more carefully. On Baywatch, I was just, you know, winging it. I didn't really know too much about what I was doing, and I really didn't have any control of the character or anything like that. So
they would just tell you what Hasselhoff would just say. You got to do this, and this is the way it is.
Any, you know, the script and all sorts of things. Didn't really have any control.
Hasselhoff, wasn't it? Pushed you around,
Hasselhoff. Huh? He pushed me around. I know.
I hate that Hasselhoff.
He taught me a lot, though.
If you want me to kick his ass, I will. I can do it. Well, if you don't want me to, I won't. What were you like? You talk about your kids. You have kids now. What were you like as a kid? What kind of person were you? Did you get in a lot of trouble? Were you like a good kid?
I was always in trouble. I can't imagine that, but my mom told me I was always in trouble. I used to, you know, hide my brother in a barrel and tell him not to come out and have the police look for him and everything. It was always very high drama stuff.
Wait a minute.
Very unlike
That's
what
pretty
I do
serious.
Now.
You'd tell him to get in a barrel and then you'd go tell, like, the police that my brother's missing?
My brother's missing. And the fire department would come, everything would come, and then they'd find my brother, and my brother would say, I can't come out until my sister says I can. So he'd totally blow it for me.
Right.
You know,
but that's when you say, I don't know what he's talking about.
I don't know what he's talking about.
He's crazy.
Exactly. He's totally crazy. All sorts of things like that. And it was just high drama at all times. Can't imagine that.
Yeah, well, things change.
Things change, I know.
Let's talk about, I'm intrigued by one part of your past, specifically you went out and you were engaged to Scott Baio. Isn't that right?
Okay, here we go.
I want to talk about Scott Baio because... I know him, of course, as Chachi. Andy knows him as Charles from Charles in Charge. Everyone has their favorite, but... you guys went out for a while, and you were engaged, but it didn't happen, and I wanted to do you a favor tonight. We have a special thing we do here on the show called If They Made It. And If They Made It is where we take people, real celebrity couples, and we look into the future using an incredible technology, and we see what their child would look like if they had a child. So we're going to show you right now what the child would have looked like if you and Scott Baio had had one. They're the two of you, and let's see the child you would have had. Why? Any regrets? Listen, we really appreciate you stopping by.
Thank you. I'm sorry I was late.
Oh, don't worry about it. We're just glad you're here, okay? Check your local listings, everyone, for VIP, the new show. And Pamela Anderson, please come back sometime. It's good having you here. Pamela Anderson, everybody. Michael T. Weiss coming up. We'll take a break. We'll be back.